Friends, happy Memorial Day. Thank you to all the veterans. Thank you to all those who served. We mean that from the bottom of our hearts. My family and I, we couldn't have done any of this without you. So thank you, veterans. Now, we have a 41 Farm Boss today, steel. And you can see, it's in okay shape. I mean, it's well used. There's a crack in the top cover. I guess the main thing today, I wanted to show you how to do a compression test as you diagnose your used chainsaw. Some of the things you want to look for is the junk, or can it be spared, or do we need to part it out, right? That's the question. I picked up this saw recently from a flea market. Obviously well used, hole in the muffler, so she'll be plenty loud for whoever gets it, whatever they want to do with it. This piece is loose, broken off, just needs a few parts, and that'll work. I threw in a couple new bar nuts, Chinese, not OEM, but other than that, scratches, scuffs, that type of thing. Quite a saw back in the day. Could be quite a saw now too if somebody wants to take the time to fix it up, paint it up even maybe. But underneath, there it is. So, part numbers all over the place. OEM, like I said, for the most part. But again, we wanted to show you a compression test today. And I went ahead and started this just because it is kind of a pain. This one, the spark plug, this is a spark plug. It's on the back of the saw versus, say, some other ones are up on the top of the saw. So if they're on top of the saw, you just have to take this top cover off, and it'll be the same setup. But this one is on the back of the saw. And what you would want to do is pull this spark plug boot off the top of the spark plug. So you can see that just literally pulls out, okay? And the plug doesn't look great, but it might be serviceable. We'll see. Is that looking in? There we go. It's not in great shape, but probably serviceable. Yeah, we can check for spark too, I guess, since we're here. Okay, so there's the spark plug boot. The spark plug wire goes down to the ignition, and then here's the spark plug hole. And I actually have I'm going to switch over. We have a Actron spark plug tester, okay, and it's worked really good for me. I did have a couple cars, I went and bought the $20 one off of Amazon and eBay, and it was actually for a car, okay, it wasn't for a small gas engine. I believe what you need, the difference is you need a Schrade valve. I'm pretty sure that's what the difference is, a Schrade valve in these things. So I bought one with a Schrade valve. I think it was 25, 30, something like that. And it works great. And there's different adapters and whatnot, different needles and rings in case you have to have different spark plug holes. But back to the saw. A lot of times you get one of these with the saw. They're nice because you can either put them on, the side for your bar nuts. See how it fits perfectly on the bar nut? Or, and this side works for the bar nut. Okay, you flip it around, it literally goes right onto your spark plug. So you can see, that's going to fit right onto your spark plug, and it gets in there too, so you don't have to get out the ratchet set or anything. So that's kind of nice they did that. Smart engineering on their part. Now, this comes with a tube, so you can see I've already got it started, because this one you really have to bend. You have to kind of bend it way down and get it in there, so it's kind of tough. And then you can kind of angle the hose reel off like this, and spin it until she's hand tight. It doesn't have to get overly tight or anything like that. You just don't want any air bypassing what you're doing, because then the reading won't be accurate. So that's about hand tight. And then next, all you do, see you got this end here, all you do is take this valve and just a coupling. Let's see here, how can I do this? Just kind of gotta lift up. Let's see real quick here. Gotta lift up like this, and just slides right on the edge. Lift up. It's tough to do this with one hand occupied, but and it slides right on. Okay, there you go. Couples on. That's it. So then I'm just gonna take this saw and put it to the ground so it's more under control. There we go. There it is. I'm gonna quick do a few pulls on it. Let's see. This stay. Okay, there we go. So just a few pulls. Okay, that's about it. I mean, it took quite a few pulls actually. And you can see, let's take a look and see, came up to 120 PSI, so that's not too bad. Was hanging out at 90 for a while. And I was like, wow, that's pretty low. But 120 is about where a lot of them are gonna be. Some of the bigger saws are up to 200 something. But this is an 041, and so 120 PSI, you know, that's gonna be considered good compression. So say if it's under 100, it's getting kind of low. Some of the smaller saws are probably at 100 or 90, but anything less than that is probably bad compression. That's just generally speaking. So that's really it for the compression test. I take this little valve here, let the air out, okay? And then I'm just gonna bring this back up to the can here. And I'm gonna take this out real quick. Actually, first I'm gonna take this valve off like that. There we go. And then next, just take this thing out. And then we'll just do a quick spark test. And then after that, probably add some fuel and see if what the issue is here. So we have compression, so that's the main thing. Remember, you need compression, spark, and fuel, really to make it run. So I just put the spark plug back in the spark plug boot. I'm gonna take it back down to the ground. We gotta do a little bit more pulling on it. Let's see here. And I'm gonna set the camera up again here. Let's see. Okay, so I'm looking right here for any spark in the spark plug. So, and I guess you have to have it on. So the on and off switch doesn't look. I'm gonna try the opposite, down, and see if that works. Okay, so nothing. So I'm gonna make sure we're touching the block on this thing. Sometimes that's the difference. Yeah, I'm still not seeing anything, so that's not good. Nothing. I'm gonna try the on and off switch again the other way. You know what? Nothing. I'm gonna grab a new plug real quick. This one doesn't seem to work. Or the coil's bad. I've got a couple different plug sizes here, so I'm going to grab the right one. Kind of digging around for parts. Okay, let's see if this plug works. Yeah, that might be the same one. Nope, that isn't the same plug. That's a smaller plug. Let me see what else I have here quick. Shoot. Oh, here we go. A couple more brand new ones. This one might be a little bit too big. Take a look here real quick. Yep, that looks like it's a little bit too big. Not gonna work. And one more shot, or we're kind of stuck without a plug, I guess. We'll have to get one of those. Okay, that one looks, you guys see that? Okay, that one looks pretty good. So that'll work. So we're gonna put that in the boot like this. Okay, now we're gonna try to pull on it again. Again, we're looking for some spark. Nothing. Let's try the switch the other way. Don't see anything yet, either way. That's too bad. Try it one more time the up way. So it's definitely not. So that's where we stopped then, because you know.